With British friends like these, who needs enemies? David here.
Hello, I'm Kelly.
In this lesson, you'll learn how to describe people and possessions. The conversation takes place at the gym.
The speakers are friends.
Therefore, they will use informal English. Okay, let's listen to the conversation. I need to start weightlifting. My wife said I'm becoming too skinny.
You are quite slim.
I bought some new exercise clothes.
Those? They look too big and cheap. My workout clothes are nice, and they do men's clothes too.
They do look good. By next year, I will be a bodybuilder.
I think you will still be skinny.
Thanks for your support. Listen to the conversation one time slowly. I need to start weightlifting. My wife said I'm becoming too skinny.
You are quite slim.
I bought some new exercise clothes.
Those? They look too big and cheap. My workout clothes are nice, and they do men's clothes too.
They do look good. By next year, I will be a bodybuilder.
I think you will still be skinny.
Thanks for your support. Phil is worrying about his personal appearance.
I think that's pretty common. It started from a comment his wife made about his appearance.
Talking about personal appearance is dangerous.
It can be. It's so easy to offend people.
But sometimes we do need to describe people. So how do we do it without causing offense?
Well, the safest things to describe are things like height, hairstyle, and clothing style. But even then, try to use nice words. If it's a friend, you can maybe get more personal.
But not with a stranger.
It's best not to get personal unless you know the person well and that they won't take offense.
How about when you're describing yourself?
Most people see themselves in a negative light, and this is the safest way to describe yourself. People don't like arrogance, so even if you look like Angelina Jolie or whoever else is seen as famous and beautiful these days, don't describe yourself in that way.
Unless it's a dating site. On those, everyone describes themselves as supermodels.
I never use dating sites, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, now let's take a look at the vocabulary from this lesson. First word is
Weightlifting.
a type of exercise that involves picking up heavy objects in order to gain muscles and strength.
Weightlifting. Weightlifting.
Next, we have
To become.
to change, to grow to be.
To become. To become.
Next, we have
Slim.
slender, thin.
Slim. Slim.
Next, we have
Exercise.
something done in order to practice or train.
Exercise. Exercise.
Next, we have
To look.
to appear, to seem.
To look. To look.
Next, we have
Will.
about, going to.
Will. Will.
Next, we have
Body.
the physical structure of a plant or animal.
Body. Body.
Next, we have
Skinny.
very lean or thin.
Skinny. Skinny.
And last,
Support.
help during a tough time.
Support. Support.
Let's have a closer look at the usage of some of the words and phrases from this lesson. The first word is
Workout.
meaning to exercise. I'm noticing a bit of a gym theme to the vocabulary in this lesson.
Of course. We know that work can mean a job or to do a task, but if you combine that with out, it is a generic phrase for exercising.
You can use it in place of exercise or train.
That's right. It's a good phrase if you know that somebody exercises, but you don't know exactly what they do.
Because it's just a general term.
Right.
Can you give us an example using this word?
Sure. For example, you can say, I go to the gym to work out every day.
Which means I go to the gym to exercise every day. Okay, what's the next word?
Bodybuilder.
Meaning somebody who weight lifts in order to increase their muscle mass. So workout was quite general, but this is quite specific.
Yes, it is. A body is the physical structure of an animal or plant, and a builder is someone who builds things.
So it's literally someone who builds a body.
Yeah, not a body from scratch though, because that would be like the plot of a horror movie. This is someone building up their own body.
Using weights and exercise.
Yes.
Can you give us an example using this word?
Sure. For example, you can say, his diet is very strict because he is a bodybuilder.
Which means his diet is very strict because he is increasing his muscle mass through exercise. Okay, now on to the lesson focus. In this lesson, you'll learn how to describe people and possessions. We spoke about it earlier. Now, let's do it.
When we describe things, we use adjectives. There are many adjectives, and some of them can be used to describe people and objects.
Let's go through some examples.
We can describe height using tall or short.
Or age, using young or old.
We can describe size using big, small, skinny, or fat.
And those are just a few.
An easy way to expand your adjective vocabulary is to remember opposites.
Like tall and short, or young and old.
Yes, if you remember them in pairs like that, it makes it easier.
How about some example sentences?
Okay, the man is tall. That is a small dog. The adjective can either go before the noun it is modifying or after a conjugation of be.
In the dialogue, Phil makes a promise that next year he will be a bodybuilder.
Yeah, I don't quite believe him.
Neither did Katrina.
We can use will to explain what you will do in the future. It is the simple future tense.
How do we make these sentences?
The pattern is pronoun plus will plus base verb. An example is, I will eat cake tomorrow.
I'm sure you will. How about, I will write a book?
Good one, and good luck too. We can talk about things we won't do by adding not.
So, will not or won't.
Right. I won't go to space. What won't you do, David?
I won't forget my house keys.
That's an important one. I won't buy a dog.
But I think you should buy a small, cute dog. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
I need to start weightlifting. My wife said I'm becoming too skinny.
You are quite slim.
I bought some new exercise clothes.
Those? They look too big and cheap. My workout clothes are nice, and they do men's clothes too.
They do look good. By next year, I will be a bodybuilder.
I think you will still be skinny.
Thanks for your support.